Title: Caught my wife cheating, moved on, and found new love. Until my ex tried. Oliver Hawthorne was a man of integrity, deeply devoted to his work as an architect, and even more so to his marriage to Isabella. For years, he believed their relationship was built on trust and mutual respect. Oliver's love for Isabella was evident in every small gesture, like surprising her with her favorite wine or arranging romantic getaways to keep their bond alive. But one evening, the illusion of their perfect marriage was shattered. After finishing work early, Oliver decided to surprise Isabella with a quiet dinner at home. With a bouquet of lilies in one hand and a bottle of vintage red wine in the other, he stepped into their home, only to sense that something was off. There was a pair of men's shoes near the door, unfamiliar and out of place. His heart raced as he climbed the stairs, the muffled sound of laughter growing louder. What he discovered in their bedroom was devastating. Isabella in bed with another man, Daniel Moretti, a well-known entrepreneur with a reputation for seduction. Time stood still as Oliver's world crumbled. Isabella froze, her face pale with shock, while Daniel smirked arrogantly, unbothered by the chaos. The wine bottle slipped from Oliver's grasp, shattering on the floor, its sound echoing like a death knell. Without a word, Oliver turned and walked away, ignoring Isabella's frantic pleas as she scrambled after him. That night, he drove aimlessly through the city, his mind swirling with disbelief and heartbreak. The days that followed were some of the darkest of Oliver's life. He wasted no time in filing for divorce, refusing to entertain Isabella's tearful apologies and promises to change. She claimed the affair had been a fleeting mistake, but Oliver's discovery of months-long text messages between her and Daniel revealed the truth. The betrayal cut deep, leaving Oliver questioning everything he thought he knew about love and loyalty. Friends and family rallied around him, but their words of encouragement did little to ease the pain. Nights were the hardest, filled with sleepless hours spent staring at the ceiling or poring over old photographs of happier times. The house felt cold and empty without Isabella, but Oliver found solace in packing up her belongings and leaving them on the porch for her to collect. It was his way of reclaiming his space and starting anew. Work became his refuge, a distraction from the emotional storm raging inside him. Yet, even the most intricate architectural designs couldn't fully occupy his mind. Despite his efforts, the weight of betrayal lingered, and he began to wonder if he'd ever trust again. Months passed, and life slowly began to stabilize. At the urging of his best friend Ethan, Oliver reluctantly agreed to meet for coffee one Saturday morning. It was there, in a cozy corner cafe, that fate intervened. While Oliver was lost in thought, a young woman accidentally spilled her drink on his laptop. Flustered and apologetic, she introduced herself as Lila Everton, a 29-year-old elementary school teacher with an infectious smile and a warm, genuine demeanor. What started as an awkward encounter quickly evolved into a pleasant conversation. They talked about everything from their favorite books to their shared love of art, and by the time they parted ways, Oliver felt something he hadn't experienced in months, a spark of hope. In the weeks that followed, he found himself returning to the cafe, hoping to see Lila again. When he finally did, their connection deepened. Lila, who had also endured a painful breakup, understood Oliver's hesitation and fears. Her kindness and patience allowed him to open up about his past, and she, in turn, shared her own story of heartbreak. Together, they began to heal, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Oliver and Lila's relationship blossomed into something beautiful. Their time together was filled with laughter, meaningful conversations, and a sense of ease that Oliver hadn't known in years. Lila's love for life was infectious, and she introduced Oliver to new experiences, from hiking scenic trails to cooking experimental recipes in her small, cozy kitchen. Slowly, Oliver began to let go of the bitterness that had consumed him, replacing it with gratitude for the second chance at happiness life had given him. However, just as Oliver started to feel secure in his new relationship, the shadows of his past returned. Isabella, hearing through mutual acquaintances about Oliver's new love, showed up at his office unannounced. Tearful and remorseful, she begged for another chance, claiming she had changed and realized her mistakes. Oliver listened calmly, but firmly told her that their chapter was closed. Undeterred, Isabella began to interfere in subtle but destructive ways, spreading rumors about Oliver and Lila to mutual friends, and even contacting Lila directly, insinuating that Oliver still had feelings for. The manipulation took its toll, creating tension between Oliver and Lila as doubts began to creep into their relationship. As Isabella's schemes escalated, Oliver realized that he could no longer allow her manipulative behavior to poison his new relationship with Lila. The tension between him and Lila had become unbearable, and he feared losing the love he had found. Determined to put an end to Isabella's interference, Oliver decided to confront her directly. He arranged to meet her at a bustling cafe, a public setting where she would be less likely to create a scene. Isabella arrived dressed impeccably, her confident demeanor masking her true intentions. She seemed sure she could manipulate her way back into Oliver's life. Oliver, however, came prepared. Calmly, he began the conversation by addressing her lies and the emotional turmoil she had caused. When Isabella denied everything, he leaned forward and presented irrefutable evidence. Recordings of her phone calls and messages where she admitted to trying to sabotage his relationship with Lila. Each word was like a nail in the coffin of her facade. The color drained from Isabella's face as she realized her manipulations had been exposed. The cafe grew quieter as other patrons noticed the tension at their table. Isabella tried to defend herself, claiming that she only acted out of love and regret. But Oliver remained resolute. He firmly but politely told her that her actions were unacceptable and that their relationship had ended the moment she chose to betray him. "You need to move on, Isabella," he said, his voice steady and unwavering. "What we had is over, and I'm not going to let you destroy the happiness I've found." Oliver's words left no room for argument. As he stood to leave, he felt a wave of relief. For the first time, he had taken full control of the situation, breaking free from Isabella's toxic influence. Walking out of the cafe, he felt a newfound clarity and strength, ready to focus on the life he was building with Lila. With Isabella finally out of their lives, Oliver and Lila were able to repair the cracks her interference had caused. They had honest, heartfelt conversations about their fears and insecurities, strengthening the bond between them. Lila's patience and understanding reassured Oliver, and he, in turn, showed her through his actions that she was his priority. The relationship grew even stronger as they moved forward together, leaving the shadows of the past behind. Months later, Oliver planned a romantic getaway to Venice, a city he had always dreamed of visiting. For Lila, it was a complete surprise, and she was thrilled at the prospect of exploring the canals and historic landmarks with him. On their second evening in Venice, Oliver arranged a gondola ride under the stars. The soft glow of lanterns reflected on the water as they glided through the serene canals, their laughter mingling with the gentle sounds of the oars slicing through the water. As the gondola reached a quiet, picturesque spot, Oliver took a deep breath and turned to Lila. He pulled out a small velvet box, his hands trembling slightly. "Lila," he began, his voice filled with emotion, "meeting you changed my life. You've shown me what real love is, and I can't imagine my future without you. Will you marry me?" Lila's eyes filled with tears as she nodded, overcome with joy. "Yes, of course I will," she exclaimed, her voice breaking with emotion. The gondolier cheered softly, and they shared a heartfelt kiss under the starlit sky. For Oliver, the proposal was more than just a romantic gesture. It was a declaration that he had finally left his painful past behind and embraced the love and happiness he had found with Lila. The trip became a cherished memory, the beginning of a new chapter filled with hope and promise. Oliver and Lila returned home with renewed energy, ready to build a future together. Their love story was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of second chances, proving that even after life's greatest betrayals, happiness could be found again. Thank you for watching this unforgettable story of betrayal, resilience, and love. What would you have done if you were in Oliver's shoes? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that touch the heart and stir the soul. And remember, life's challenges may break you, but they also make you stronger. Until next time, take care and keep believing in second chances.